All right. This is Alex Ailey. I'm here with Petra Wilson. Petra, real quick, why don't you just let us know what you're running for and what your main goals are for your campaign?
I'm running for student body treasurer. My goals are I want to have better dances, I want to have better fundraisers, and I want better funding for all extracurricular activities.
So, when you say you want better dances, specifically, what would you do to make them better?
To make the dances better, I would definitely incorporate a lot more activities, such as like games and stuff. I would make sure that there's food, and I would have the students have a say in what songs get to be played.
Okay. And how would you plan on bringing this up to the administration if you were to win?
Okay, so if I were to win, Mr. Buckler would have to approve on it. I don't really know how I would ask administrator. I just basically just ask them, but yeah.
Okay. Is there any specific candidate that you're working with, like that you share ideas with, or that you would look forward to being on a team with?
I definitely want to be on the same team as Josh.
Josh Alejo?
Yeah.
So what views do you share with Josh?
We both think that extracurricular activities such as like drama and tennis and all of them need better funding and better representation.
Okay. And what would you do to raise awareness and representation in the arts?
So we'd have more fundraisers for that, which is also one of my points. We'd make I don't know. I don't really know. We definitely have a lot more fundraisers. There would be more student involvement. So like if drama all shows up to that football game, then drama will get this or something along the lines of that.
So kind of incentivize. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So, who do you think your biggest competition in the race is so far?
Either Tony or Brian or Caleb.
Okay. And what do you have to bring to the table that those candidates do not?
I'm very fun, I'm very energetic, and I have a view. And I'm also very determined, so when I have a view, I like to make sure that happens, and I don't like to slack off.
Okay. So are you in Stugo right now?
Not at the moment, no, but I plan to be in Stugo
sophomore
year.
Okay, and will you be in student government even if you don't win the candidacy? Okay, awesome. So how would you work with administration on achieving goals? I know I already asked you about the dances, but how would you work with them on making Erie High School a better place?
So we would create meetings with them on like a weekly basis, so that way they would know what's happening within Stugo. We'd make sure we get their approval on most of it, on all of it. Yeah.
So I know student government gets a bad rap for not doing anything around the school. A lot of kids seem kind of frustrated because they really don't know what student government does and what they accomplish. How would you make sure that student government is involved in things around the school?
Posters and then announcements was what I was thinking. We'd put it in the announcements, like right now student body government is doing this and this.
Okay. Let me think. So you talked about fundraising earlier. What are your main goals with fundraising?
My main goals in fundraising is to have more student involvement with the fundraisers and make sure everybody actually enjoys them, unlike the discount cards. So I was thinking maybe like if this many kids showed up to Chick-fil-A on this night, then tennis would get this much money. Or same thing for other sports and activities.
Okay. So again, like having nights for teams and stuff like that.
Yep.
So as treasurer, you obviously have to handle a budget, correct?
Yeah.
Where would you put the money as of right now?
Right now, I would put more money within drama. I'd put more money within like things like tennis. What other underfunded? maybe a little bit to volleyball, girls basketball, some more clubs that I'm not really aware of right now, but definitely, and just underfunded things that need money.
Okay. So I want to talk about student involvement real quick. A big topic that's been talked about for years now has been assemblies and how to make them more interesting.
Yeah.
How would you use the budget to make assemblies more fun to be at?
So I don't know if the budget really has to do anything with that, but I would definitely make sure that there's more cheer and dance performing. Music would definitely be a big thing. There's some cool ideas on Instagram that are cool I don't know how I would put the budget in there, but I definitely come up with some great ideas to make them fun.
Okay. Nowadays, social media is a huge aspect, especially for getting the word out about things that are happening at school. How would you use social media to create a platform for some of the things you've been talking about?
So I think we'd start with like a Stugo Instagram, Stugo Facebook. We'd like make them all on the big platforms, and we'd I don't know how to say this. I don't know what the word is. We'd give them shout outs. We'd advertise, that's a word. We'd advertise each activity that's happening. And that's how they'd also that's how they would know what's happening within Stugo too. And we would, I don't know where I was going with that.
All right, and then do you have any final statement that you would want to give?
Even if I don't win, it was really fun running, and I wish the best of luck to all the other candidates.
All right, thank you for joining me today. That was my conversation with Petra Wilson. Thank you all for listening on the Erie Tiger Network.